We're obsessed with TLC and all the trashy reality TV. It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a recap.
Just a quick reminder to everyone, everything I discuss here is based on the edited and produced version of the reality TV show that we're watching. The commentary can be at times hyperbolic, and it's all in good fun and is only about what we see on screen, not about the cast members as real people in real life. So for example, if I say something like, Jane is dumb, or John is a bad person, it's just within the context of the show. Please do not take it seriously or extend it beyond this video. While we can definitely snark and have fun discussions in the comment section, please do not send any hate to any of the cast members directly.
Welcome back, my little thoughtling, to another recap. Let's finish The Other Way. Or no, not The Other Way, Before the 90. I haven't even watched this week's episode of The Other Way. Like I said, if you missed my last video, I am in the process of moving. I thought I only needed a week, but I take that back. I'm going to need like a whole month. So for the month of September, please bear with me. My recaps are going to be inconsistent. They're going to be short. There's going to be some stuff missing. And it's just going to be bare minimum editing, okay? I might not even be able to put video clips in or that many screenshots. It's just for the month of September. I'm going to do my best. Okay, so I want to talk about the rest of the American cast members that were featured on this episode. Let's start with Lauren, who's 33 from Vegas. He works at a drag club, I think. Yeah, I think it's a drag club. He identifies as gynosexual. Is that even a thing? I've never heard of it. You know what? Let me Google, because Google is an amazing thing. If you don't know anything, just Google it. Be right back. Oh my God, so it is. Yeah, so I've never heard of it. Wow, so it's when you're attracted to femininity, but not necessarily the gender identity. Wow, that's a little bit complicated for my pea-sized brain, but I think I get it. And look at us learning something new. I swear, TLC finally lived up to its name. Thank you, the Learning Channel. I finally learned something new. Actually, I do learn something new here and there with TLC. I honestly thought he made it up or something, but it actually is a thing. So Lauren prefers to date trans women, preferably with a sausage, because a female sausage is apparently different from a male sausage because they use different products, they do different things, they have different hormones and such.
Right? It's a female, not a male penis. The female normally like and smells a little bit different because of usually hormones or like the way that they like take care of it.
Okay, so then he goes to this adult toy store, you know, the spicy one with his bestie, who, oh my God, you guys, I thought she was Ella from another season. Remember Ella and Johnny?
My name is Ella. I love Asians.
I love everything about them.
One of my favorite cast members who I was so disappointed they never brought back, but she was an icon. And I literally thought it was her. I was like, oh my God, is that Ella? But no, it's not. She is Lauren's ex-wife. Unfortunately, things didn't work out because she didn't have a sausage. And he was like, I really need a sausage. I mean, you have the top part, but you don't have the bottom part that I want. So goodbye. Now Lauren is dating a 31-year-old woman from the Philippines. She's known as a ladyboy, which is a rough translation from Thailand as a trans woman. And they're in love, and he's going to go see her and propose. Now, what she doesn't know about him is that Lauren is kind of broke. Even though he has 8 part-time jobs, he's still living paycheck to paycheck. And thankfully, his ex-turned bestie pays for a bunch of things like his spicy toys and booty beads.
Then your total after tax is going to be $60.58.
You still got this?
I got you.
Okay.
Now, Lauren is sick of working so hard, making minimum wage, barely affording to survive in America. So that is his goal, to move to the Philippines, where the cost of living is way more affordable, and he thinks he can definitely be able to provide for himself and her over there. So he heard that the weather in the Philippines is so hot and humid and sticky and hot, and he needs to practice. So what does he do? Once a week, he uses his friend's bathroom to cook in there, this 40 square foot bathroom. He has like 2 pots and pans in the tiny bathroom and starts cooking boiling seafood. What the fork does he think he's doing? Also, that poor friend who needs to use his bathroom smelling like seafood. Ew. Like, I love a good seafood boil, but I don't want to smell that 24/7 in my bathroom. Are you crazy? It is bizarre behavior. And I don't think he's doing it just for the show. I actually think he goes in there. He goes to the Filipino grocery store, buys a bunch of Filipino groceries. He goes into his friend's bathroom once a week and starts cooking up a storm. Oh my God, you guys, he tried the shrimp and he ate it with the skin on. Oh, let me eat the shrimp. Oh my God, it's so hard to eat with the shrimp skin on, but it's still delicious.
Shell takes a lot longer to chew.
Are you? He lets us know that he's a super sexual person, but Faith seems more demure. She seems very mindful, very conservative, and oops, she thinks that they're in a She might think she's in a monogamous relationship with him, but she's not, because he's forking other people.
Me and Faith aren't necessarily exclusive right now. I don't think she's seeing anybody else, but I am. I've been hinting at me sleeping with other people. Like, I let her know that I stay over other people's houses, but I'm not sure that she understands.
So does she know any of this? Nope. But he's going to tell her eventually. He just doesn't want to tell her yet. He also wants an open relationship, and he's going to try to talk to her into having one, and Faith is not going to be for it. And he knows this. He knows she's not going to be about this open relationship, but he's still forking other people behind her back, not telling her, and wants to be in an open relationship with her and is purposely hiding it because he knows she's going to say no. Everything is just so bad. It's so wrong and it's so icky if you really think about it. Like, actually, you don't really even need to think that much about it. It's just icky. It kind of reminds me of Sean and Aaliyah. You guys remember from Love in Paradise, if you guys watched it, how Sean wanted to be in an open relationship and Aaliyah didn't. Anyway, I mean, Lauren is such a character. He's so wacky and crazy and funny sometimes, but he is creepy. His ex-wife turned bestie drops him off at the airport and off he goes to the Philippines with no bags, no luggage, just his body. Now we're going to get into Tiger Lily. And you guys, I'm working on her voice.
I'm Tiger Lily and I'm 41, a single mom from Texas.
I haven't nailed her voice. I haven't gotten it down yet, but I'm working on it.
My name is Tiger Lily. I am 41 years old and I live in Frisco, Texas.
So the opening scene of her is buying a $26,000 watch. So she's got money, honey, and she's either super dumb or she's acting like she's super, super, super dumb. And I feel like it's the latter because I refuse to believe that she's super, super, super dumb. I think this is an act. I think she is just trying to like do her little shtick on reality TV and hopefully get famous, but I don't know. So when she was 30 years old, she got married to a super rich man who got her a lot of fancy things. He lived in a mansion, he had tons of money, but he always wanted to control her in every way. He didn't let her have friends, he didn't let her go out, he didn't let her do anything. He wanted her to be home and like basically be his little trophy wife all day long. And she finally got divorced. She feels so free now, and apparently she got a lot of money in the divorce. Yeah, so this rich lifestyle is all paid for by him from the divorce. And now she's single, ready to mingle, and met a hot 22-year-old model from Jordan. 22. Did you guys hear me? 22. What the fork do you have in common with a 22-year-old?
Oh, maybe like shopping. Yeah, I like shopping and so does Jordan.
They've only talked for 4 months and she considers this the best relationship that she's ever had. Red flag.
Adnan told me that we have to get married right away because he is Muslim. So Adnan and I made plans to get married on the first day that we meet.
Yeah, sounds like a fantastic idea, Tiger Lily.
I don't know anything about being Muslim, but it's okay, because I'm gonna marry him. Like, who cares? Life is short.
So Tiger Lily has a life coach that she sees every single week when she should be seeing a licensed therapist. So she sees her life coach and she tells her all about her plans to marry this 22-year-old child that she met from Jordan. And they're basically rushing into the marriage
because he's Muslim and like, you guys, Apparently in Muslim culture, you can't have schmecks before you get married. So I guess we're getting married. Yeah.
Then the life coach says, what about your finances? Did you guys talk about it? Did you guys compare it? Do you know what kind of debt he's in? Do you understand what kind of financial position he's in? What are you guys going to do? Girl, that bleach blonde must have seeped deep inside her brain and impaired her judgment, because she's just like,
What? Finances? Ew. Like, why would we talk about finance? Ew, that's so gross.
it's a new day and it's her bachelorette party and all her friends are there. And we learned there that she has no like actual friends. She met all her friends through getting her beauty treatments done, and those beauty treatment tech people became her friends, like her service providers, such as her life coach, her hairstylist, her eyelash girl, her nail technician, her whatever else she does. Now, what Tiger Lily is failing to realize is that she's basically entering another controlling relationship. She's going from one controlling relationship to another controlling relationship, because already he has told her what to wear and what not to wear. She's like,
oh, Adnan wants me to cover up because he feels like my body should be for his eyes only.
okay, who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her? She's gonna be in another controlling marriage, and that just sucks for her. And therefore, I really hope this is a shtick. Now, moving on to Brian, 51 from Illinois. He's dating Lily from Brazil. He was married before, had a daughter. He's a rideshare driver and he loves it. He gets to meet a bunch of people and entertain them, and he's a people's person. He just like loves his job. He's been in a wheelchair for 25 years. He became a quadripelgic after being shot in his spine during a carjacking situation. What the fork?
When I was 27, I was shot with a small caliber handgun. Accept the fact that you're not going to walk again. Accept the fact that your hands will never work again the same. So I have atrophy in my hand, so I don't have that muscle to close it, so I can't grab so many things. And I got leg spasms because of the shortening of tendons in the legs.
His whole life changed, obviously, in a second, and he was so depressed, and he was looking for ways to get moving and active again, so he got into playing rugby. He got so good, he made the USA team and played internationally. When I saw his rugby picture, I was like, damn, daddy. He traveled all around the world. He traveled to a bunch of countries, and it was when he went to Brazil that he fell in love with it and the culture, and he stayed there for a while. He learned Portuguese. He sounds really fluent. I'm not sure if he's actually fluent. Someone let me know down in the comments how his Portuguese sounds, but it sounds good. It sounds way better than, what's his name, Garrick. Me dosi posi, hosi kosi dosi me proposi. I'm not sure if I missed this, but I think he was back in America when he met Ingrid, who's 32 years old from Brazil. And now he's going back to Brazil to meet Ingrid for the very first time, right?
My car is outfitted with hand controls for me to drive. Did it for $1,000. Accelerate is down and to brake is in.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how he could drive. I just didn't want to say it. So he's with his fellow rugby players and they talk about schmecks. And this is where we learn. Girl. I know, but mommy's working. Mommy's got to pay the bills. You see mommy working so hard so she can pay her new rent. So they talk about schmecks, and apparently because of his condition, when he finishes, like the frosting icing shooting out of his, not donut hole, his sausage, he gets a headache, and it can get to the point where he has a brain aneurysm. Can you imagine like finishing and then, what is it called? Having an aneurysm? Oh my God, that is so crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, so he's worried. Here, come here, honey. So he finds out that Ingrid has not told her family about him, especially her dad, and I guess she's close to her dad. It's kind of like how someone else didn't. Thais didn't tell him. All right, you guys, we learn a little bit more about him, and this is where the red flags are waving. The red flags are waving. Woo! Okay, we learn that he's been married 4 times, and he's been engaged to at least 3 women. And bitch, what do you want? You guys, my dog wants to play with me so bad because I've been away for a week. Okay, so we learned that he was married 4 times and he was engaged a bunch of times, and like he just keeps getting into failed marriages and engagements and relationships. And then this is when I realized he's the problem. When someone's in the same type of situation over and over and over again, then babe, you're the common denominator, and babe, you are the problem. And then we meet his daughter Brianna, who happens to be only 2 years younger than his dad's girlfriend. Yeah, that's awkward. Very awkward. And she seems pretty tired of his dad's antics. Like, oh my God, you're going to Brazil again to meet another woman. Is this for real, Dad? Oh my God, I'm so tired of this. And he's like, I'm tired of this. Okay, I'm the one in a wheelchair. I can't just be going back and forth all the time. I'm getting old too. I'm tired. And she's like, we're tired of this, Dad. We're also tired of this. So his scene ends with something real juicy. Okay, we learn that the care, what the hell was that? The carjacking wasn't some random event. There was more to the story that he didn't want to tell us yet, because he has to tell Ingrid. And oh my God, I'm scared. I'm sorry this recap was so all over the place and so messy and so chaotic. My dogs are just so happy to see me and I'm so happy to see them, but I really did want to get a video out to you soon. But I'm going to go play with them now and they're going to be so happy because mommy's back and I get to play with them. So thank you guys for bearing with me. It's just going to be a rough month, but I promise after September, the schedule and the content will be back to normal. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
I'm like this Western girl, you know, who has this Asian obsession. Asian obsession. Asian obsession. Asian obsession. My ideal man, of course he's got to be Asian. So I found a social media page called Asian Men, White Women, and that is where I found my Asian prince. My Asian prince boyfriend from China. But my obsession with Asian culture is so much more than just cosplay. I love anime.
We gotta make some good food for Johnny. He's gonna miss being in China.
Yeah, you and Pao are gonna be like really awesome for that.
Who's Pao? Oh, he's my husband.
Oh.
He was born in Thailand, so
He's Asian.
Corby, if she's not an anime person, she's like not into any of this Asian stuff. I was like, dude, like what the heck?
You didn't like Asian.
That's my thing. You do know that I've never been naked on video chat, and I have with him.
You did what?
Yep. You know he's a guy.
I'm sure he likes them.
Oh, he loves them. He's gonna lose his when he sees them in person and gets to touch them.
Oh my gosh.
Johnny and I actually do have an interesting life. Our video chats are basically me playing with one of my beautiful big and I get to watch his face make all these weird faces while he is himself.
The Indian guy that you met online.
I was in an online relationship with an Indian guy. He was definitely a mistake, definitely. So what I learned after Indian guy is I'm like, you know what? I think that my relationship is really good because he gets very excited and starts speaking all these Chinese words like he's talking to me in English, but it's not coming out in English.
The only thing that makes me suspicious about Johnny, it's him leaving his son for months. At least in my culture, you don't leave your child behind in another country and go to another country and go to another country and go to another country.